This is Daily Armenia, CivilNet's daily news digest. Here's what's making headlines in Armenia today. Martun Grigoryan, a candidate in Sunday's Gyumri mayoral election, announced that his Our City bloc will align with the former mayor Vardan Ghukasyan, the Communist Party's candidate, to form an opposition coalition against the ruling Civil Contract Party in the city council. A mayoral candidate needs at least 17 votes to be elected. The four opposition parties together won 19 seats and could elect the mayor of their choosing if they unite. Karen Simonyan and Ruben Vardanyan have declared their support for Ghukasyan, but their votes alone would not suffice without Grigoryan's backing. The election outcome remained uncertain throughout the week, as it was unclear whether Grigoryan would back Ghukasyan, with speculation fueled by the decades-long rivalry described by some as a clan war between their families. Under the law, the city council must convene a session to nominate and vote for mayoral candidates. If a session is not held within 3 weeks, new elections will be scheduled automatically. Addressing his supporters on Facebook, Grigoryan vowed, "I will not sit idly by and will continue to do everything so that Civil Contract does not have a mayor in Gyumri." Azerbaijan is demanding accurate minefield maps from Armenia, arguing that ones provided so far are unreliable. Landmine explosions remain a serious issue in areas affected by the First and Second Nagorno-Karabakh wars, frequently resulting in the deaths of Azerbaijani soldiers. Aykhan Hajizada, spokesperson for Azerbaijan's foreign ministry, claimed today that the maps Armenia has so far handed over are only 25% accurate. Under international pressure, Armenia handed over some maps, but they are only 25% accurate. More than 55% of recent mine explosions have occurred in areas not covered by these maps, Hajizada said. He added that Armenia's maps indicate the presence of around 400,000 landmines, while Azerbaijan estimates the real number to be closer to 1.5 million. Hajizada described Armenia's approach to the issue as a setback to post-conflict peace-building and trust-building efforts in the region. Azerbaijan expects Yerevan to provide accurate maps of all mined areas to ensure the safe return of internally displaced persons and the reconstruction of affected regions, he stated. Armenia's foreign ministry has yet to respond to the remarks. The two countries agreed to take confidence-building steps in 2023, followed by a major prisoner exchange. In January 2024, Armenia provided Azerbaijan with 8 additional minefield registries, but Baku dismissed them as highly inaccurate. While Baku insists that Armenia's maps are unreliable, Yerevan maintains that it has already shared all available mine-related data. International human rights lawyer Jared Genser, who represents businessman and former Karabakh cabinet leader Ruben Vardanyan, has called on the US government to fulfill its commitment to protect Armenian Christians and mediate the release of Armenian prisoners from Azerbaijani captivity. In an interview with the Catholic news agency published yesterday, Genser emphasized that a deal for the release of Armenian POWs should be a precondition for any peace agreement with Azerbaijan. "We have been told that their freedom needs to be a precondition for President Trump to ultimately bless a peace deal," Genser revealed. He also referenced the destruction of Armenian churches and heritage sites since the September 2023 ethnic cleansing in Nagorno-Karabakh. Vardanyan, arrested by Azerbaijani authorities during the exodus of Armenians from Karabakh, is currently on trial in a military court in Baku, facing multiple charges despite not having served in the military. Genser stated that his work extends beyond Vardanyan's case to advocate for all Armenian prisoners of war and refugees, seeking true peace and stability in the region. The Armenian government plans to subsidize airlines that introduce flights from new destinations to the country's airports, submitting a draft proposal for public discussion today. The bill introduces financial incentives for carriers operating previously unserved routes. According to the proposal, airlines will receive roughly $37 per passenger for inbound flights to Shirak Airport in Gyumri, the country's second largest city, and approximately $50 per passenger for flights to Zvartnots Airport in Yerevan. The initiative aims to boost passenger traffic, stimulate tourism, and expand Armenia's air connectivity. While air travel to and from Armenia has grown in recent years, passenger numbers declined by 1.3% in 2024. Many Armenian and Russian airlines have already capitalized on the surge in transit travel through Yerevan after Russia lost direct air links with Western countries following its 2022 invasion of Ukraine. For a time, large numbers of Russian travelers used Yerevan as a connecting hub for flights to Europe. This effect somewhat diminished after Russia and Georgia agreed to resume direct flights in 2023, ending more than a decade-long suspension. If approved, the subsidy program will take effect in January 2026. The government hopes the measure will make Armenia a more attractive destination for both tourists and airlines, further integrating the country into global air travel networks. So far, Armenia still lacks direct flights connecting it with countries like the United States or the United Kingdom, and its domestic airlines are banned from flying to the European Union due to failing to meet safety requirements. Take a look at what's buzzing in Mozrov village in Armenia's Vayat Zor region. CivilNet met with Hagop the beekeeper, one of the few residents of the now nearly empty village. Life in Mozrov moves at a slow pace, with no children, no work, nor hospitals, only couples living day by day. Though it's emptied out over the years, those who have remained in the village still have stories to share about the old days and what future they hope to see. Follow the link in the description to watch the full story. And as always, please follow CivilNet for the latest news and independent reporting from our contributors on the ground here in Armenia.